Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Summer of Soul. And this is when I heard this film was coming out, I was super excited. And I love this kind of music. I love a good documentary about music, and Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised, focuses on the Harlem Cultural Festival from 1969 going on in Harlem the same time that Woodstock was going on. Obviously, Woodstock became a big thing, and this got left in a basement for 50 years. And Questlove got all this footage, did interviews with people, and put this all together to bring to life the cultural impacts of what this festival did, especially for Black people at this time in our country's history. This is a deep and meaningful and impactful film, and it really blew me away. I had a blast watching it from a music perspective and appreciated the cultural depth that this film brought out in Black and African American culture in our country. And Questlove does such a great job of directing this film and bringing that balance between the music and also the deeper, impactful themes that were behind the music, but also behind the motivations of these people that were creating the music and what it meant for the culture of the time and what it meant for the movements for civil rights. And this really dives into our country's zeitgeist at the time in really meaningful ways, and you hear it from so many people, and that's what's so impactful and memorable about this film, leaps and bounds above the fact that this is a really great concert with amazing music, and has powerful messages and themes. This, I feel like, is going to have great influence because it brings to life all these ideas and these important cultural touchstones for people who this is their life, this is their culture, this is their music. And I love listening to it, and I love how amazing the music is, and there's just so many layers and importance to it, and you get so many different perspectives here, and you get to hear from different bands and musical artists. You get to hear from the Fifth Dimension talking about how a lot of people are they're not Black enough, their music isn't Black enough, and them expressing their feelings of how can you label music as that or not. And you have the influence of Motown. You had the lead singer of the Temptations pop up in this performance doing My Girl, which was great, and he killed it. And you have Stevie Wonder and Sly and the Family Stone and Gladys Knight and the Pips and Nina Simone and just B.B. King. So many great performances and amazing music just comes to life in this film. This is something special. And if you love this music, you're going to eat up every second of this film. This is an informative and perspective-growing kind of film. You learn. It's an important film to take in to help, honestly, somebody like me get some better perspective on things. And even if you're not very familiar with the music, it's a great way to jump in and build that connection, because this music's great. I loved it. I've been listening to this kind of music, whether it's Motown, soul, funk, since I was a kid, listening to 98.1 WOGL in Philadelphia with 60s and 70s Motown soul and rock and roll. Listen to that all the time. And this music was a part of me growing up. And I always gravitated to the 60s and 70s music, and I loved every second of this film. It was wonderful, singing along, moving along, in my recliner, watching this movie at home. Would have been a wonderful experience to see it in a theater, though. So if you get a chance to, check it out there. But otherwise, check this film out. But those are my thoughts on Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. This Questlove John according to the video, all the trailers for this film. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.